Hello, everyone. Hello. I want to make sure that the mic is working. It looks like it is. I wanted to come on here today because I had the Lord had given me this word and this revelation. And so I thought that I would come on and share this with you guys really quickly. I literally have like 5 minutes. I don't have a long time. So I need to get this out as quickly as possible. So what I actually wanted to talk about was 2 Kings chapter 4. So the Shunammite woman had this son, and the son died. Okay, the son dies. And so she goes out, and she's going to go to the prophet, to the man of God. And as she's leaving, right, her son is dead, but as she's leaving, her husband is asking her, where are you going? Like, why are you going to go see him? And all she says, depending on what translation you read, in the King James Version, it says, I think it says, all is well, or it is well. So he's trying to talk her into not going. Why are you going? She doesn't tell him. Like, her life is in turmoil. She's in turmoil right now. Like, she's grieving. She's upset. Her child is dead, but she decides the man of God can fix this. And the man of God, actually, I've done another Bible study, and regarding this, and the man of God is actually prophetically a reflection of Christ to come, right? He is an example of Christ, the man of God, the prophet of God. And you'll have to look and see that Bible study on that. So she's saying to her husband, all is well, everything's fine. She didn't tell anybody her problems. She had this problem, and she was like, I'm going directly to the man of God and the prophet. And the man of God in the Old Testament, in Elisha was a reflection, like I said, of Christ. So she's saying, I'm going directly to Jesus, right? So she didn't tell her husband the problem. She didn't complain about it. She didn't, rant about it. She just remained silent and said, I'm going to Jesus. But here it's Elisha, the man of God. So she gets on the donkey. She starts going, and Elisha sees her. The man of God sees her from a distance and sends his servant, his worker, right, to go, his assistant, so to speak, Gehazi, to go and ask her what is wrong. And he goes, and again she says, all is well. All is well. And she knew the only one that could help her was the man of God. And so she persevered. She made that journey, and she got closer and closer, even as people were asking her to tell them her problems. She did not complain. She did not rant. She went directly to the only one who could help her. And in that day it was Elisha, because Jesus had not come yet in the form of a man. But to us, it is Christ. And when she went, and as the story goes, okay, again, this is from 2 Kings chapter 4. Read the whole story for yourself. But as she goes, finally the prophet goes back. And he actually sent his servant ahead of him, and the boy didn't come back to life. But then the man of God, got there. And through him, that's how the boy actually was raised from the dead. Through him, the son was actually brought to life. And her faith, she knew that if she could just reach, remember the woman who reached out and touched the hem of the garment, the thread of the garment of Jesus. She knew, hey, I just need to she didn't tell any people in the crowd. She's like, no, man, I just got to get to Jesus. I got to touch, even if it's just the hem of his garment. I need to get there, and I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to tell everyone about my problems. I'm not going to bring others down with my struggles and my trials, because I know that they can't help me. If they're not going to pray with me and join in prayer with me, if they're just going to join in complaining with me, they can't help me. They can't help me. And so what the Lord started showing me regarding this word was that tell my people to stop complaining about their problems and just bring it to me. And how they bring it to me is they bring it through prayer. They come to me. They seek my face. You got a problem? Don't be going and telling everyone about this problem if you know for a fact that you're just complaining, or you know that these are people that maybe you're bringing down even with your complaints. Instead of, if you want to tell someone the struggle, yes, you can say, listen, I need prayer for this. That's what you say. I need prayer for this, or this is happening in my life. Can you please pray for me? And then you unite in prayer. But as for actually going down this path where you're complaining and complaining and complaining and about the problems in your life over and over and over, and you're complaining more than you're actually in prayer about it, then the Lord was saying you're glorifying the power of Satan. You're glorifying the works of Satan. And God is saying it grieves him. It grieves him because he wants you to glorify in him and him alone. He is able to fix these problems, but you got to trust in him. And if you're unable to control your tongue, if you're unable to stop these complaints and stop fixating on the problem instead of fixating on what God can do in your life, then there is a possibility, a very strong possibility that you are in need of deliverance. And I'll finish this study here by saying to you that we have recently been involved in a deliverance session where demons, many demons spoke out of somebody. Many demons spoke out of somebody, and the demons that spoke out, we were given information about the fact of what they were, this, that, and it was a curse on that person's life to steal, to kill, and destroy them and anyone connected to them. It was a curse on their lives, and this person did not even think they needed deliverance. They thought that they were okay, and they were not okay. They were not okay, and they were constantly struggling with this area of their life, of different areas, constantly struggling, and they just thought it was a natural thing. They just thought it was like, okay, this is a part of life. I'll just pray about it. God will intervene. And they prayed and they prayed and they prayed. But the problem was there was a curse. There was a generational curse in the bloodline that needed to be broken. And in this hour that we are in, I believe what the Holy Spirit has been showing me and my prayer partner, Nicole, is that many people are in need of deliverance. And this woman, she kept it to herself because she knew if she could just get to this man of God representing Christ to come, that he would work it out. He would raise her dead son. He would bring what was dead back to life. And if you are in need of deliverance, God can do that. The Holy Spirit can deliver you. He can break the chains off of you, and he can bring you back to life. What the enemy has killed inside of you, in your spirit, in your hope, in your faith, God is saying, I want to raise it back to life. Come to me and let me heal your soul. Let me heal your wounds. Let me heal your trauma. Let me heal your brokenness. And let me cast this thing out of you. The spirit of death, let me cast it out of you. And whatever else it is that is hanging on your life. So I don't know who this message is for. I wanted to come on here really quickly and share it with you. Again, this is the word he gave me was from 2 Kings chapter 4. I pray that this blesses you. I love you all. Stay tuned because we're going to be sharing some audio regarding one of the deliverances that we've done with me. I'm willing to share one of my deliverances with you, and it is intense, guys. It is intense. So this is coming. This is coming as soon as we can get me and my prayer partner on the line together. We're going to be doing this this video regarding this, and there's going to actually be audio of these demons leaving and speaking. So I want to give you a heads up on that. I'm not sure when it's going to be released, but it is coming. I love you all. God bless you all. Seek the Lord in all things, and he will set you free. He will hear you and he will deliver you. The prayer that he told us how to pray was deliver us from evil, and that is what he's doing in this hour. Love you all. God bless you all. Take care.